everyone, it's Haley, and today I'm going to be doing my May book haul. So this video is kind of exciting because the very first video that I uploaded on my channel last year was my May book haul. It's really embarrassing to watch now, so I'd really encourage you not to watch it, but if you want to. I get embarrassed watching it now, but there were over 50 books that I hauled in that video. It had to be 2 parts because I had so many books to haul. It was ridiculous. So today's book haul is a little bit smaller. It's only 10 books, but this is the biggest book haul that I've done since January, so I'm pretty happy about that because it isn't really that big compared to my other ones, but since January I haven't bought a lot of books, so I'm pretty happy with that. There were just so many new releases this month and the end of April that I could not pass up and I just had to get, so that's why there are so many books. But after this month, I'm not going to be buying any because I really need new bookshelves. It's ridiculous. So I'm saving up for that and for my trip to England, so I probably won't have a book haul that's more than 1 or 2 books, hopefully, for the next couple of months if everything works out. But anyways, that is enough of me babbling. Let's get into what I bought this month. So let's start with the books that aren't new releases and I'll finish off with those. So the first 2 I got off of Book Outlet, and I have been wanting to buy these from Book Outlet forever, and I finally just decided to buy them just because I wasn't sure if they were going to have them again, and I just really wanted them. So that is Maybe Someday and Hopeless by Colleen Hoover. In February I read Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover and I really loved it. That was the second Colleen Hoover book I've read. I read Slammed, but I didn't really like it, but I've heard really good things about Hopeless. I'm kind of apprehensive about Maybe Someday because one of my friends didn't like it, and whenever someone I know doesn't like a book, I tend to always point out the flaws in it, and I'm just my opinion is geared toward not liking it, which is pretty annoying, but it's Colleen Hoover, so I think I may like it. I don't know. I just didn't really like the concept in Slammed. The whole romance I thought was just really unhealthy and I didn't like it. So I'm thinking I'll like these ones more. I have no idea what either of these are about, but I am very excited to read them. Hopeless is actually a lot bigger than I thought it was going to be. It's nearly I think it's nearly 400 pages, which is quite crazy, but I really like Colleen Hoover's books because they're new adult, so they have kind of that sexiness to them and the really cute romance, but there's also a lot of depth to them, which is why I really enjoy them. And she just came out recently with Confess, and I really want that one. I'm waiting for it to show up on Book Outlet because I want that one so badly. And also Book Outlet was having their Mother's Day sale, so I got, I think it was 25% off. There was some sort of percentage off of them, so that's why I decided to get them when I did. So at the beginning of the month, I was invited by my professor to an event that had a couple of very prestigious and very well-known Canadian authors. So the first one is Lawrence Hill, who's the author of the Book of Negroes. So I obviously had to pick up his book. I actually read it this month too, and it's a fabulous book. I definitely recommend it. It's really just so insane because it follows the same character from the time she's 12 until she's an old lady, and you get to see this character grow and develop through her life as she's living in Canada and the US as a slave, and it's just so interesting to see her try and gain her freedom and go back to Africa. It's honestly such an amazing book. I would definitely recommend it. So I got the illustrated edition because it had pictures and stuff, and I thought it was cool. And at this event I was able to sit and talk with him, and he signed my book to me, so that was exciting too. And yeah, it was really awesome. So I got this one, and then the other author that was there I was completely freaking out about. So I was able to meet and talk with Margaret Atwood, which was nuts, just completely nuts. So I got a copy of her most popular book, The Handmaid's Tale. I haven't read it yet. It is on my list of books that I want to read. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. I'm kind of saving it because I think I'm really going to enjoy it, so I'm saving it. And she also, wait for it, and she also signed it to me, which was really awesome. And I also got a picture with her, which I'll put here. It was just really fun and really awesome to meet such amazing authors. It was just so cool, and I'm so grateful that I got to experience that. Oh, it was nuts. Okay, so now on to the new releases. So I got 6 new releases this month and I have read 5 of them. So I think that's pretty good. I mean, I wasn't really adding to my TBR since I read them right away, but my TBR didn't really go down that much since I bought them, but whatever. I had been anticipating these new releases forever, so I'm not even mad about it. So this book is a fairly recent release. It wasn't like this month or last month. I think it was like a couple months ago. I'm not positive on that though. But that is My Heart and Other Black Holes by Jasmine Warga. I am planning on reading this very soon because I'm just so intrigued by it. And I've heard it's one of those kind of like depressingly beautiful stories. And I really like books like that. I know Jessie from Jessie the Reader did a review of this and it kind of pushed me to want to buy it like so soon because I was going to wait and see if it showed up on Book Outlet, but I just had to buy it because I just really want to read it. So it's basically about this girl who makes a suicide pact with someone, and that's all I really remember about it, but it just sounds like a very interesting idea for a plot, and it sounds like it's going to be sad but also really just life-changing. So I'm hoping it will be that. I'm definitely very excited to read it, and it actually, when I was looking at this book, like when people held it, I was wondering if it felt like stitching because it has like the stitching on the cover, and it actually feels like stitching, and it has like the nice texture to the whole cover. It's really cool. And then even when it's naked, it has the little heart and the stitching. Oh, it's just a beautiful book. This next book should come as no surprise to anyone who has been watching my channel for a while, and that is The Heir by Kiera Cass. This came out at the beginning of the month and I read it in one day, in one sitting, the day that it came out. I had been anticipating this so much. If you're wondering why there's stuff in it, my mom's reading it right now. The Selection series was like one of my favorite series of all time just because I love Maxon and it's just kind of mindless reading. Like it's literally like The Bachelor, but or The Bachelorette. Bachelor or Bachelorette, it's like one of those shows but with like royalty, so it's really awesome. And personally I think the whole existence of this book is kind of a spoiler for like the whole entire Selection series, so I can't really say anything about what this book is about, but I will tell you I have very mixed feelings on it. I've obviously read it, and I'm going to be filming a review after this because a lot of you guys have been asking me if I'm going to review it, and I just haven't gotten around to it, so I am going to review it after this. And yeah, if you're interested in that, I will link it down below because I have lots of things that I want to discuss. But the cover is very beautiful. It's quite gorgeous. The next book is The Wicked Will Rise by Danielle Page. This is another next book in a series that I was kind of a little bit let down by. This is the second book in the Dorothy Must Die trilogy, and it's super small compared to Dorothy Must Die. Like, this one's like just 300 pages, and Dorothy Must Die was like around 500 pages. So right when I saw the size of it, I was kind of apprehensive, and I don't know if I just wasn't in the mood for it because I can't really pin down why I didn't enjoy it as much as Dorothy Must Die. I just think I wasn't really in the mood for it, so I think before the last book comes out, I'm going to give this a reread because I think I might enjoy it more. I don't really know, but I do really love these books, and I really like the sarcastic humor, and just, it's a really interesting concept. What it is this girl gets taken back to Oz, and it's not the Oz that like you see in like The Wizard of Oz. It's like an Oz where Dorothy has come back, but she's this crazy tyrannical ruler and she sucked all the magic out of Oz, and it's just this like terrible desolate place now that it's the main character's job to try and restore it to its former glory. So yeah, I like the concept, and I loved the first book, but this one was a little bit of a letdown, so I think I'm gonna have to reread it. Next, we have another one of my most anticipated releases of 2015, and that is Magonia by Maria Devana Headley. I really enjoyed this book. I'll talk more about my thoughts in my wrap-up, obviously, and I'm going to do a review of it, but oh my god, it was so different and unique and just incredible. Like, it's such an amazing, beautiful, like heart-wrenching story. I really loved the writing. I just, oh my god, I'm gonna get into it here, so I'm gonna save all that for my wrap up. But the cover is gorgeous, and it's actually blurbed by Neil Gaiman, and it kind of reminded me of a mix of The Fault in Our Stars and The Strange and Beautiful Sorrows of Ava Lavender, which are two of my favorite books of all time. So it was just like a win-win situation. And this is very hard to give a synopsis for, so I'm just gonna link the Goodreads page down below and my review when I do it. Next, another one of my most anticipated releases of 2015, and that is A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. Oh my god. Oh my god. This book was just so fabulous and incredible. I'm going to be doing a review of this one as well, and I'm going to be talking about it more in my wrap up, but like, it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast, but like with fairies and stuff. It is honestly epic. Like, Sarah J. Maas can do no wrong. She writes like these love triangles that, and I hate love triangles, but her love triangles aren't quite love triangles, so they're just like a bunch of really awesome guys and like a really awesome girl, and like you don't really care who she picks because they're just all fabulous. But Team Tamlin, I gotta say, Team Tamlin. Although I would not be mad if she chooses anyone else, just I really enjoy Tamlin. And the last book I have to talk about is An Ember in the Ashes by Sabaa Tahir. This book was getting so much hype when it first came out, and honestly, it is so worth it. I am kind of annoyed by the fact that they marketed it as a fantasy standalone, because now it has been optioned, or not optioned, but there's going to be a sequel to it, which there was a cliffhanger ending, and I did really love it, so I'm happy that I get to know like what happens and like I can follow the characters again. But it is kind of annoying that it was like the whole marketing appeal of it was that it was a standalone, and now it's not, so I'm kind of irritated about that, but whatever. It was an awesome book. I actually got this book for $5 at my grocery store because they have this whole thing where there was a sticker on it that said 40% off, so I was like, sweet, I'll get it for like, it was gonna be like $12. So then I brought it to the checkout, and it was cashing out and it was ringing up as full price. So at my grocery store, there's this thing where if it rings up as full price, they'll give you like $10 off or something like that. So long story short, I got it for $5. It was like the deal of my life, and I was so excited about it. And yes, I will be doing a review of this as well. Oh, so fabulous. Yeah. So that is going to be all for my book haul today. I hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know what books you got this month, if you were looking forward to any new releases, or if you've read any of these books. So yeah, that's gonna be all, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!